All right. Hello, hello. Welcome to Soulpreneur Scaling Stories. I am excited to dig into some inner work and identity work today. I was really inspired to do this because of what I've been seeing both with my clients and remembering something that happened to me with my first business coach. So, we're going to talk about why strategy alone is not enough to scale your business. And what is the key thing that maybe you are missing? And this is a thing that stands in between where you are now and the peaceful, profitable business that you desire. And then this is also a completely different approach to scale to get you to become the expert in your field that has nothing to do with trainings or more certifications. So let's talk about where you are now. So I bet you that these types of thoughts are running through your head on a daily basis. Something like, oh, I should be more strategic with my content. I need to be more visible. I don't know if I can show up, or doing an Instagram live. Like, what? No, I want to charge more, but I need more training. I need this other certification. Once I get more experience, I'll be ready to do this thing that I really want to do. I'm not as qualified as this other person, name whatever other random person. And these thoughts feel so real, right? Like they determine your reality. And the thing is that because our thoughts create our feelings and our feelings create our actions, when we have thoughts like this, they create very real results in your business. They're just not the results that you actually want. So do you recognize any patterns like you're constantly second guessing your experience? Your to do list is filled with courses that you quote unquote need to take, that you procrastinate on growing your business because you don't feel ready, or you procrastinate on pivoting to that like specialized offer because you don't feel ready. Maybe you watch others confidently grow while you stay where you're at. And deep down, you know you're capable of more, but really something is holding you back. So here's what I would love for you to know. So, again, like I said before, every day your thoughts and your feelings are creating the energetic blueprint for your business reality. And this is not some woo woo fluff, whatever, although I love all of that. This is how energy works. So, for example, right, if you look at your business through the lens of, well, I'm not an expert enough to do that, then you literally create that reality, right? Because you're not going to take the steps to actually jump in and do it. So, and let me give you an example of what this looks like. Have you ever noticed that there are some days that you're feeling super confident, and when you show up and maybe you go on a discovery call or you show up online, you are extra magnetic to your ideal clients? And then maybe there are other days when you are questioning everything and you just want to go hide in a dark corner. And now there's nobody is looking for you. You're not connecting with anybody. You're hearing no's, like you're facing objections. And so this happens all the time. And it's not a coincidence. It's because your internal state is what is responsible for shaping your external reality. So let me tell you the thing that reminded me of this when I was working with my first business coach. So I would say, I want to do that thing, but I don't know. Like, I'm nervous. Whatever objection I had, whatever limiting beliefs I had. And she would tell me, well, how do you become the person that does that? And I had no idea what she was talking about. Zero. How do I become that person? What do you mean? I don't know. I go and do it. Like, what does that mean? And now I know what she was talking about. So what it means is that, for instance, when at that time, right, when I was starting this coaching side of my business, I was doing things, but I was doing them and feeling so much fear, so much imposter syndrome, so much of all of the negative things that I was showing up in that energy, and it gives off this kind of like small energy, right? Like, this is not going to attract clients to work with me. And I'm like, hi, I can help you. Like, and you're kind of like, you can feel when somebody is not feeling confident in themselves. But after doing, instead of just kind of keep on moving forward, but in that energy, I committed to changing my identity. So I committed to becoming quote unquote that person. So doing things that worked for me. So daily meditations, identity work, these types of things, all of these practices. So I could embody the energy of the successful business owner that I knew that I could be. Right. And so the result of that, after I was doing that work, then I started attracting clients. I signed 2 new one-on-one clients in a month, like a week apart, when I'd never done anything like that before. I was having people seeking me out, complimenting me, telling me that my content resonated with them. So nothing had changed on the outside. Everything that changed was internal. It was with my energy, how I saw myself and how I showed up in my business. And this is what makes this so powerful is that, okay, so when you do this type of work, right? So your energy, your thoughts and your feelings and how you show up, who you are, the quantum field that we all live in does not respond to what you wish for, right? Because wishing, say, oh, I wish to be that, I wish to be this, that means that you're not that and you're not claiming that energy, right? You're claiming the energy of lack because if you're wishing it so, then you're not that. And so you keep yourself small, you keep yourself hidden, you don't show up in confidence. It responds to who you are being. So that means how you are showing up. It's you truly, truly believing in yourself before you have any external proof. And that sounds crazy, right? So that means that all those strategies and systems and all of these things, they work the best when they are paired with you being in energetic alignment with the level of success that you desire. So that means you showing up as the most successful OBM, the most successful VA, the one who has a team, who is the expert, whose clients come to this, and you truly believing that you are that person. In this case, the Lulu is the Salulu, right? Even before you see any evidence of it. Because when you're operating in this energy of, oh, I need to prove myself, I'm not there yet, you do things, right? So this influences how you show up and not just in terms of your energy, it's other things too. So maybe because you're thinking like, oh, I'm not good enough, now you're over delivering to your clients and you're burning yourself out. Now, because you're having these limiting beliefs and you're not believing in yourself and you're thinking these negative things and you need to prove yourself, you're saying yes to these clients that you know have all the red flags and you don't want to work with them in the first place, but you take them on because you don't believe you can attract other clients, right? Because you are in this kind of I need to prove myself energy, you let your boundaries slide because you're afraid of losing the work. And you hide your best ideas. You don't actually go after the thing that you truly want because you think things like, well, I'm not an expert enough. Who am I to be able to do this? What if? What would change for you if you could step into an entirely different energy? One where you know and you believe without a doubt that you are perfect for the clients that are perfect for you. You believe and you know in your soul that you don't get emotionally attached when somebody says yes or no because you know it's not about you. You know it doesn't mean anything about your self-worth. And you trust that there are always more aligned clients coming. You trust that because you know that you do great work and you know that you're going to attract the clients that you should be working with. And so now you feel at peace charging higher rates. You are at peace having boundaries. You have all of this confidence because you know your value. Now we're going to do a little exercise to embody this new energy. And I also want to say that there are many roads to get to this place. So things like meditations, things like breath work, things like an embodiment movement practice, things like journaling, affirmations. There's so many different things that you can do. So me, myself, there is a Joe Dispenza meditation that I do every morning, and I do some journaling and I do affirmations. And this is how I start my day every single day. And that makes a huge difference in how I show up. A huge, huge, huge difference. So I include for my clients that I work with, I give them different modalities of things to use because there's also different seasons where I prefer to do different things, you know? So anyhow, all of that to say, let's do this exercise together to help you embody this new energy. I want you to fully, fully experience who you are meant to become. So take your time with this. If you are in a place where you can close your eyes, go ahead and do that. If not, then you can come back to this later. So go ahead and close your eyes and take a deep breath. Take a moment to feel yourself settling into your body. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel the support beneath you. And take another deep breath. And with each exhale, let any tension or doubt melt away. Now, as you're breathing and you're in this space, visualize yourself 6 months from now, after you've made this energetic shift. You are really stepping into this version of you, this successful business owner, achieving your financial goals, achieving your life goals. It is here. You are that person. Notice first how your body feels different. You're taking up more space. There's a quiet confidence in your shoulders, a certainty that you feel in your chest. Your breathing is steady and calm. You carry yourself with a natural grace that comes from truly knowing your worth. You see yourself starting your workday, noticing your peaceful morning routine, how you move through your day with intention rather than urgency. You really feel this calm certainty as you open up your laptop, knowing exactly what you're working on and why it matters. You picture yourself on a discovery call with a potential client. Feel how naturally you're able to communicate your value, how easily you name your premium rates. Notice how you're not attached to the outcome because you trust completely in your expertise and you know there are always more aligned clients coming. See yourself opening up your inbox and find multiple ready to start messages from dream clients, people joining your email list, comments on your social media posts. Feel the joy of knowing that these clients value your work deeply. Experience the satisfaction of choosing only projects and only doing work that lights you up, of having clear boundaries that your clients naturally respect. And most importantly, feel the deep knowing in your bones that you are exactly what your perfect client needs. This has nothing to do with any trainings or certifications or how many years of experience you can list. It's about finally trusting your natural gifts and the unique magic that you bring to your work. Feel how different your energy is when you're not constantly questioning yourself or trying to prove your worth, when your mind is quiet and you trust yourself. Notice how much more spacious your business feels when you're operating from a place of certainty. This version of you is not wondering if she's good enough. She knows that she is. She's not constantly seeking more certifications or validations. She's confidently serving her clients from her unique magic, her zone of genius. She's creating incredible results not by doing more, but by being more herself, by being more aligned with her true expertise. Take a final moment to really anchor in these feelings and let them fill every cell of your body. This is your new normal. This is who you truly are. Now take one final deep breath, feeling gratitude for this version of you that is already available to you, that she's already here, and you are living this truth. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes and come back to your body in this energy. And what's really cool about work like this identity shifting, is that this future version of you exists right now. This person exists. Your only job is to align with that energy through being. It's not through doing more. There's no more doing, there's just being. And here's where most people get stuck. They try things like positive thinking or affirmations, but they don't actually shift at the deepest level. They still have their old identity there and they're stuck wishing, right? Oh, I wish I was this. I want to be this. But they don't truly embody and believe it. And this is why sustainable transformation requires both strategy and energetic alignment. Because you need a clear direction that leverages your unique magic. You need daily practices that shift your energy and your own self concept. And then you need systems that support this new elevated identity. When you have all of this, your business transforms naturally. You don't have to push or force anymore. Now you're magnetic. You magnetize opportunities that match this new energy. And the key with this is consistency. So you might do practices, you might do meditations, things like this, visualizations, and they might feel a little bit weird at first. And maybe you feel it for a little bit and then you go back into your current self, and that's okay. Keep doing it because every day that you do it, you're going to spend more and more time in this new identity. So the key really here is consistency. And then you'll notice that at some point you'll be like, oh, this thing used to trigger me and pull me down, and now it doesn't anymore. And it is when these external triggers no longer pull you out of your elevated state, when a no from this potential client doesn't shake your confidence anymore, when a slow month doesn't make you question everything, that's when you know you've truly, truly shifted your identity. And it's a really, really cool place to be, and it does not take that long. 30 days or less if you are consistent with it. So can you feel the difference between trying to grow through strategy alone versus having the strategy and aligning your energy with success? Can you see how showing up from this elevated state would naturally attract clients who respect your expertise, would make premium pricing feel natural, and just allow you to run your business and grow and scale with ease? So hopefully some of that resonated with you. And I would love nothing more than for you to stop letting imposter syndrome hold you back so you can step into the expert that you are meant to be. And this is what I do with my clients. So I have one-on-one clients where I do this much more deeply with. We'll be launching a group program in the fall of 2025, and I have some intensives and things like that. So if any of that sounds good to you, if you are interested in connecting, especially about the one-on-one, if this is really calling to you, I have all of the stuff in my one-on-one. Connect with me, DM me on Instagram, Soulful Biz Coach Andrea, and ask me all the questions, do all the things. We can have a chat to see if that working together feels aligned with where you want to be. So I look forward to chatting with you. And one way or the other, please do some of this work because it will transform everything in your life. Believe it. If you had seen me years ago, I am a totally different person now, and it is because of this work. So that is what I have for you today, and I will see you on the next one.